Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Aries reading. This is in conjunction with the solar eclipse, so they are minutes apart, if not seconds, which is why they have been collapsed as people have been talking about them. I talked a little bit about the solar eclipse in the past, but I want to focus on the area of your life, Scorpio, that this is impacting. This is going to particularly affect your routines and habits, the way that you're staying efficient and productive. This is also affecting the way that you're working with others who are joined with you in whatever service you provide. So this is about working better with coworkers, as well as keeping yourself healthy, whole, and attending to your all-sided well-being. I am doing readings now, personal readings, and the description, the information for that is in the description box below. Thank you for your presence here now. Welcome to all of you, and I appreciate your comments, your generous donations, your appreciations, and whatever way in which you support me. It is deeply felt and appreciated. So thank you for that. In advance, Scorpio, your overall energy, the 10 of Swords. This is really putting another emphasis on your ruling planet, Pluto, which, as you know, has undergone a tremendous change. It is the slowest moving planet in the solar system, in the sky. It has just almost completed 15 or more years in Capricorn, and as of early this year, it moved into Aquarius with 1 month of exception in October, November, around your season. It will stay in Aquarius for the next 20 years. So this relates to a huge planetary shift. This is beyond a personal planet, although it is personal for you, and depending on your chart, it can relate to personal planets in anyone's chart. However, its import is global. But for you personally, you are still processing the lessons learned, the old beliefs that you are releasing, the old experiences of failure, disappointment, heartbreak, disappointment that you have experienced over the last couple of decades. And this can be truly the culmination of a lifetime. So the process itself is one in which you are throwing off the expectations of others and prioritizing your own authentic desires and expression. So we're talking about lifetime healing here. And so you are still responding to the shift in planetary energy of your ruler into more openness, less about our failing social institutions and more about leaning into new ways that we can communicate in a world that seems to be shrinking in many ways. So you're all about leveraging the innovations that allow us to move, communicate, and be in community with people no matter where we're located on the planet. In the 10th house, the house of your social position, the way others see you, the high priestess. You definitely know a lot. Some is as the result of the deep healing, the deep dive into uncomfortable habits and behaviors that you have been able to recognize as patterns that have restricted you. More than simply that, it is the process of reflection in and of itself. the recalling of memories, remember that the Fool in the Fool card has a bag, a purse that symbolizes the memories. That's all he has to take with him on their journey moving forward is memories. And those memories are about the experiences you've had and the lessons you've learned from them, the process of transforming experiences into gifts, things of value that inform you about who you truly are and what skills you truly possess. In your case, this is about reconnecting, realigning yourself with your purpose, with a heritage of purpose, reconnecting yourself with those ancestors, those cultural figures, those heroes and heroines that have felt as though they were informed about your path of service, your path of expression, and moving towards that in a way that allows you to cultivate your self-knowledge for your own unique expression, your own unique story. In the first house, the Judgment card is really about a do-over, an opportunity to connect with your purpose, your mission, your service on the planet, and to recognize the opportunity to get it right this time. You may have had many intimations of what your path is. You may have been on your purposeful journey forever. However, there's an opportunity now that you can be successful in bringing this project, this expression to the fore. And it's interesting that the planet Pluto is actually literally pictured on this card, your ruling planet. So this is about the elevation of your awareness, reflecting the depth of your healing process. So the deeper you go, the greater your illumination. And that's something fully attracting others to you, wanting to be under your auspices in whatever way that is, your leadership, your tutoring, in order to understand better what the potential of this opportunity is. In the fourth house, this is your home, your history, your family, your roots. The Six of Pentacles is about the way that you are understanding all exchanges of energy. That is the way in which you are in relationship via contract, via agreement, that all relations, in order to be beneficial, productive for all members, must be equitable. This is you as a provider, as a caretaker, as someone who steps up to responsibility for the team, is able to pull back appropriately and allow oneself to receive in equal measure to the effort that you make. This can be a big learning curve for you because you are so capable, so strong, so resilient that you are not inclined to wait on others, to rely on others for what it is that you need, but you're understanding that it isn't about reliance. It's about allowing, in some cases, for your partners, your allies to step up, to learn, it's a way that you're giving opportunities to those who rely on you to be reliant, to appreciate you, to love you, and to receive that appropriately. In the seventh house, the house of your significant relationships, the Two of Pentacles. And this has been coming up quite a lot. This is about integrating the lessons you've learned in the past into prospects for the future. And along the way, you are in that fulcrum of the present moment, basically trying to catch up with yourself, trying to keep up with this new level of awareness, this new sense of potency, this opportunity to make your life's journey successful, profitable, productive, abundant for you. There's a sense that you don't know enough, and that is because you actually know so much that you can't share, don't always share. That's part of your healing. But this is reassuring you that you know more than enough. You have all the resources to leverage this opportunity in a successful, fulfilling, permanent way or long-term beneficial way for you. I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey Oracle, Scorpio, and if you're resonating with this reading, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I pulled the Death card again. This is one of your energies, one of the fields of human activity that you understand well. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. And there is the truth of death, which is rebirth. You're in a firm grasp with the potential of this release that you've been undergoing for a long time. And from the flora and fauna of Africa, I pulled the quagga zebra. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but the plant associated with it is the beautiful tiger lily, which feels very appropriate for Scorpio. And the key word is harmony. Accept yourself unconditionally. Embrace your differences and others. Everything isn't always black and white. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to clarify the Judgment card in the first house with the Patience card, or the Temperance card in the second house, and the Hanged Man in the third house. This is about your healing, the way you've incorporated these, for some of you, decades-long healing process. Certainly, the last decade has been one of active growth and healing, stripping away what's unnecessary and balancing out your talents, your gifts with the opportunities that are available to you. This bears upon the way in which you are physically healing your body, so that you are eliminating all clutter. You are dispensing with anything that isn't necessary in your physical environment. You're likely to have stripped down your possessions in a way that is as functional as possible. And this is part of clarification for you. In order to rebuild, be reborn, you need to sort through your possessions, sort through the methods in which you take care of yourself so that you're doing what's essential, and that's a way of increasing, concentrating your healing energies. You're also understanding that all this awareness that you've gained over a long time requires extensive processing. There's a lot of contemplation, a lot of stepping back, a lot of retreating in order to understand and gain the wisdom from the experiences you've had. To deeply understand this much of an elevation in your awareness requires a lot of processing, a steady amount of processing. And you may have a physical or creative practice that helps you process the pieces of your experience along the way. Patience contributes, supports that in allowing you to take the space to meditate, contemplate, be silent with certain experiences or energies that you want to understand better. The Six of Pentacles in the 4th house is clarified by Justice in the 5th house and the Two of Air in the 6th house. So there's a lot here about balancing, about coming to terms with the actual treatment or experience that you've had, so that you may have come to understand better how your experience has been imbalanced, how perhaps you have been treated unfairly, have been treated unjustly. Perhaps your alignment, your awareness of this unfair or oppressive treatment that you've received has put you in community with others who have suffered similarly, and there is a kind of advocacy, certainly an awareness that your ability, your empowerment requires you to call this out, to address this, if it is only in calling it out. But there's actual ways in which you now understand you are owed for effort you have already made. You've already earned some reward that you're coming to terms with. You may be receiving. And this actually bears on a creative practice, perhaps some positioning with peers, people you've worked with. This may have to do with children. But there is an expressive component with this, a way in which you are receiving or coming into the receipt of power and awareness that you have earned and that is due to you. There is a way that you are feeling pulled in a couple of different directions, perhaps even in opposite directions, needing to make a decision that feels as though you need more information about. In many ways, as you're so deeply engaged in your own internal healing process, facing up to those aspects of yourself that are not comfortable, there is the likelihood that it is difficult to see the appropriate decision to make, the right choice for you, because of the difficulty in continuing to delve into something that is deeply uncomfortable. However, you know which way to go. You know the decision that is right for you. You have always known the decision right for you. It may not be the popular choice, but you know which way will be the right choice. It may not be the easy choice, but you know it's the right choice for you. That is perhaps bearing on this area of working with others, equity in your relationships, the way that you are productive with coworkers, the way that you create an efficient, productive sense of well-being for yourself in order to be harmonized with others. The Two of Pentacles in the 7th house is clarified by transformation, or the Death card, in the 8th house, and the Call in the 9th house. The Call is the Judgment card. So we've got a lot of major arcana on the table at this point. Death card, as I may have already mentioned, is an area of your particular expertise, of your particular gift. You are comfortable transforming, jettisoning things that don't work, and gaining whatever value from that experience you can in order to move on to something that is more productive for you. There may be significant losses that you are having to recalculate for yourself or adjust to, but they may be a part of helping you to recognize a new opportunity, a do-over, if you will. There's some opportunity, perhaps far afield, perhaps distant in another location, where you have the chance to make a successful opportunity out of something that you have striven and worked towards for a very long time. You have glimpsed this opportunity for much of your life. But this has to do with your purpose, your expressive capacity, your authentic service to the planet. And it may be leveraged by a profound change in your relationships, in the way that you are sharing resources with your intimate relationships. So there may be the investment or the donating your home to a child in order to be free to travel and locate yourself elsewhere. There are numerous ways that a loss or a change, a giving away, a releasing, a surrendering can be creating more opportunities for you elsewhere. And these opportunities are also about this level of awareness that you're working towards. So judgment here has come out twice. This is the judgment card in another deck. So this sense of being on purpose, being in the zone of greater service to a community, a collective, society is what is on the rise for you, and it has a deeply spiritual dimension. You may be doing research into sacred traditions of other cultures, looking specifically at the position of, again, those heroes, sheroes that are informing your particular field of inquiry or practice. In the 10th house, the High Priestess is clarified by the Empress in the 11th house and the Three of Water in the 12th house. Well, the matriarchy, the goddess, the deities, the communities of women is an area of your deepest support. And somehow you're elevating the mystery traditions of women. This can be historically, mythologically, and it can be very concrete, very practical. This can be the home, maternity, caregiving. This can be any domain of amplifying, creating abundance, generating new ideas, new creative possibilities, amplifying a harvest or the productivity of a group of individuals, so that you are celebrating essentially love, mimicking natural cycles, almost worshipfully. Not in the sense of institutional devotion, but in the sense of honoring the self-empowerment that comes from the pleasure in giving and receiving, and understanding that it is more than the products of that. It is the process of that you are understanding and feeling greatly, concretely supported by. I'm going to finish up this reading, Scorpio, with a crystal oracle, and I am actually basking in the beautiful energy of your reading and of your journey at this time. I am truly inspired. And I've pulled a clear quartz, and the key words are get crystal clear. I'm going to leave that for you, and thank you so much for this profound reading. Until next time, Scorpio, namaste.